Hi, I'm James from Global Citizen, and I've just had the COVID-19 vaccine as part of the first phase of the Imperial College London human vaccine trials. One of the most effective ways out of the COVID-19 pandemic is a vaccine. Right now, there are over 150 different vaccines in development around the world. But before they become widely available, they need to be tested for safety. First in animals, then with a few dozen human volunteers, then eventually to several thousand people dotted around the world. This video series is about what happens when you volunteer for a vaccine trial. First, we'll talk about safety. Next time, we'll see how the world developed them so quickly. Then finally, we'll work out where we all go from here. So what happens is, you go in, you mask up, you sanitize yourself up to your eyeballs, you go to the vaccine clinic in the hospital, and they take your blood test, they take a check of your heart, of your blood pressure, they feel your lungs, and yeah, then it's pretty simple, to be honest, because the hardest part was the blood test. I have a bit of a needle phobia. In vaccine development, safety is everything. For the first 100 participants, you have to be fit, healthy, and you need to have never had COVID-19 before. For this trial in London, there wasn't a placebo, just a series of different doses to test. You had to pass a health screening before getting the vaccine. You're watched closely for an hour by doctors after receiving the vaccination, and you're then monitored as part of the trial for a whole year. And you get a number to call if there's any issues, day or night.
I'm supposed to be marking my symptoms down now every single day for the next 7 days before my next test at the hospital to check my blood levels and stuff. And yeah, to be honest, I'm feeling no symptoms whatsoever. I feel pretty good, actually. Maybe it's the cycle.
By the time vaccines are rolled out nationwide, it couldn't be safer. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 90% of side effects from vaccines are not serious, and vaccines prevent 2 to 3 million deaths every year.
So was I scared? Honestly, not really. The hospital were amazing, actually, about answering all sorts of bloody stupid questions I had in the health screening before I actually went in for the vaccination. So I have a pretty good understanding about how this vaccine works, the trials that had gone through in animal testing and stuff beforehand. This was not actually testing, by the way, the effectiveness of the vaccine, although they will check for antibodies and stuff going forward. This is actually the very first phase of the trial, so it doesn't test for effectiveness, it tests just for safety in humans. Which is pretty exciting. Just before they vaccinated me, I asked the nurse if there was any chance on a scale of 0 to 100 if I would develop accidental superpowers during this vaccination program. She gave me a solid 0, which is kind of disappointing, and she said that if there was any hope of developing superpowers, then the person who developed the vaccine probably would have tried it on himself first.